which is 168 kilometers north of Delhi, and it took approximately 5.5 hours to drive 160 plus kilometers. It was also the first time that I've seen the river Ganges since I left Calcutta. So the first day in Delhi, we went to the Rotary office and met with Rotary Chairman Deepak and his deputy Lokesh, who is the manager of the polio program. We arrived and just really got to know some of the staff and all the various things that they do. It's a really nice office. It was opposite the Iraqi school in Delhi. Deepak, he was very good with the media. Clearly, he knows how to talk to the media and how to work with the media to raise awareness for Polio Plus and Rotary. The press conference was done in Hindi, so like with most things that I've been watching here, when people speaking in Hindi or whatever the local dialect they're using, somehow they throw in the English words in the sentences. So I picked up bits and bobs. Anyway, at the end of the press conference, Deepak introduced me, and I did the best that I could to explain why I'm in India and why eradicating polio is so important to me. And then after the press conference, I had a one-to-one with a couple of the journalists, and the Times of India, which is a national broadsheet, the following day, as I came down for breakfast, there was a story on the front page, and then it went the rest of it on page 4. So that was that was quite interesting. Yesterday was the first full day of finding about Delhi and disability and polio and how Rotary works in other projects, not just eradicating polio. We were taken to a school whose name I've forgotten, but I'll talk about it in another time. It reminded me a little bit of the Rehabilitation Centre for Children, or RCFC, which is where I used to live after leaving Mother Teresa's. And it reminded me of a lady there called Jane who used to run it. The similarity between Jane and the lady who runs this school was very similar. They're both very passionate about children, disabled children in particular, and they are both very passionate about the mother and the child relationship. And it's now expanded to 400 plus. A lot of the staff that I met there, the full-time staff, they've been there since day one. So that's amazing that they love working there so much that they've grown with the school. Like with any sort of organisations that's not funded by the government, and I suppose in this case the school, the headmistress spends most of her time trying to do some fundraising. The Swiss embassy had funded the computer department. The Japanese embassy had done something else. Rotary had funded the top floor, which was a lot of the vocational activities. But still, they struggle. From what she said, each child per year costs 10,000 rupees to educate, which, you know, it's not more, it's just over £100 a year, which is, you know, a hell of a lot of money here, if you consider that, you know, 400 million people in India earn less than $1 a day. The other thing that I found similar in this school, so there's half the kids who are able-bodied and the other half who are disabled. physical disability, mental disability, other types that I couldn't quite work out what the disability were. But the nice thing about the school is they create no differences between disabled or abled. And in a lot of ways it reminded me of my boarding school called Bedales. Bedales was very progressive. This school in Delhi seems very progressive. Bedales focused on giving the individual a sense of independence and self-dependence, not relying on other people to do things for you. This school seems to focus on the individual talents of the student and then bring out the best of them. So they focus a lot on life skills, on vocational studies. There was a carpentry, there's an art department, there's a music, drama, there was a beauty sort of school, there was a fashion school. They also have a physiotherapy department, they have a sports department, they have and the national Indian curriculum. Now, the other thing that was really impressive that I thought was the orthotics department, where the kids learn how to make their own calipers and prosthetic legs and crutches and wheelchairs and whatever else they need to be mobile. For those 200 disabled kids, they've got such an amazing chance to first of all get education, because a lot of the kids are coming from the really poor families. So at least they've got a chance in life, which is brilliant.